What's good, y'all? Stuart V for Venom Sports. And you know we spit that fire. What's going on, sports fans? It's a nice Monday morning here in Atlanta, Georgia. The weather's definitely nice. Just coming off a very nice weekend of college football. Very, very inspiring, you know what I'm saying, to see the efforts and to see the drive of all these young men across the country. Some come back from behind wins. Some teams faced adversity. You know, they're still trying to find their way. One of the teams that I think about in particular is number 8, Auburn. This team is still number 8 in the country, guys, but they're struggling in some ways. You know what I'm saying? They're struggling offensively. They can't move the ball. See, Auburn is a team that's accustomed to, you know, getting like 200-300 yards, just running the ball every outing. But now they're struggling with that. And a lot of the fan base are thinking like, man, what's happening? You know, this offense is anemic. You know, they can't complete passes. They're not consistent with their running game. The offensive line sucks. The quarterback sucks. We need to fire the coach, right? But I think nothing can be further from the truth. Not necessarily for Auburn, but for any other team. You know what I'm saying? These young men are out here playing their hearts out, doing the best they can based on, you know, what they bring to the table. All right, so as Auburn goes into this next week against Mississippi State, one thing that a lot of people can really rest their laurels on is Auburn has one of the best defenses in the country, and they're improving every week. They're getting better in their pass coverages, because I know they struggled with that a lot in the first couple of games with Washington and LSU especially. It actually cost them that game in a lot of ways. Speaking of which, LSU, also anemic offensively, is starting to catch their stride. So who's to say that Auburn or any other team can't catch their stride? I'm just saying this, sports fans, to say this. You know, don't get all your anxieties all out of whack because your team might not be performing right now. But if you're a true fan, if you really true to what you believe in, just support the team. You know what I'm saying? Just like in your own personal life. Support your dreams. Just because things might not be going your way right at the moment, that doesn't mean you can't turn it around. That don't mean you can't get the offensive line of your life in line. That doesn't mean you can start covering the defensive, the secondary in your life can't start covering better, right? So that's what this thing is all about, man. Sports is one of the best simulation of how life is, the cyclical nature of life, right? So I want you all to come into this week, you know, your teams are getting prepared, just like you should be getting prepared for your big game of life. You know what I'm saying? Identify what your big game is, right? But I won't hold y'all too long, man. Just a little motivation today. I think all you guys who subscribe, you know, I got 11 subscribers right now. That's a true blessing, man, because in the beginning, I didn't have any. Started out with no subscribers, no views, none of that stuff. And I don't do it for that. I do it because I feel like, you know, there's some people that need certain things. You know what I'm saying? And I just really appreciate the support. You know, I'm going to do some in-depth things on some teams here pretty soon. But I just wanted to kind of throw that little motivation out there. You know, it might be a struggle right now, because if you look at some of your teams, they might be struggling. But somebody believes in them. They're still number 8 in the country, or they're still number 1 in the country outside of their struggles. That's no different from our lives. We might be struggling like hell, but we still have that top position with the company. We're still getting awards for being one of the best, even though it's a struggle right now. You might be struggling with your people situation on the job, or you might just be in a slump. You know what I'm saying? But there are ways that you can get out of it, and there's ways that these teams find ways to get out of it. Look at the film of your life. That's what these coaches are going to do. They're going to look at the film and see what they can correct to get better. That's what we ought to do. Let's look at what is our film? What does our film look like? What adjustments can we make? Once again, my name is Stuart V for Venom Sports. You know, we spit that fire. We'll have some updates on some teams coming pretty soon. Like, comment, and subscribe. You all take it easy.